All right, we are working with lesson 33, and we are going to be looking at the area model and connecting the area model with the algorithm. So the biggest thing I wanted to look at is this is our problem we have taken and broken up, and because we've broken it up, I now have two problems to solve. So let's solve for the first one, which is what is the unknown length of A? Well, this is the area of this space. And here's one of my sides. Well, we know that the formula for area is area equals length times width. Well, if I've been given the area, I already know the area. And I know one of my sides. We'll say we know the length. Since I don't know what W is, I could figure it out. 3 times what gives me 600. I can also divide 600 by 3. 6 goes into 3 2 times. 0 goes into 3 0 times. 0 times 3 is 0. 0 goes into 3 0 times. So therefore A equals 200. Does that make sense? 3 times 200 is 600? Yes, it does. So that's A. Now I need to find the unknown length for B. So B's area is 72. And again, my length is 3. And again, I'm in kind of a pickle because 3 times what gives me 72? If I can't figure it out, then I just take 72 and I divide it by 3. I do the opposite. And since it's a little close, I think we'll make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to change my color too so you can see the difference. 7 goes into 3 at least 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6, with 1 10 remaining. I unbundle that 10 to make it 10 ones. Bring down my 2 ones. I now have 12 ones. Well, I know that 3 times 4 is 12, and therefore 72 divided by 3 is 24. But then I have one more issue. Give me one problem to solve for both rectangles. I just want one problem. Well, in order to do that, you take both of your areas, 672. 600 plus 72 is 672. And we're going to divide it by our side, which is 3. That's really the problem we solved for. And we know the answer already because we had broken it up into 672. 200 was this side, 24 was this side. What do we do with both of those? Yeah, we add them. So it'd be 224. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and solve it out. 672 divided by 3. And you'll find the answer is 224. Now I would like you to actually divide it out yourself without using the format I used. I broke it into 672. Well, what you're going to do is you're going to figure out how to break this up to solve. My recommendation is to make a number bond, and I'll start you out with one circle. Does it matter how many ways you break it? Absolutely not. My suggestion is to break it up into smaller groups to work with even easier. And I'll tell you, I have 600s. Well, I know that 3 works with 300 real easy. It's just 100. So I'm going to do that a few times. So that gives me 600. And I know that 3 works with 30. That's 630. 660. And I am left with 12. 672. Then I could divide each piece. So I would actually take this shape and I would divide it up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, except for I did not do those equally. So maybe I'll come back the other direction. My first one's worth 12. Then I have 2 30s, then I have two 300s. So this would be 300, 300, 30, 30, and 12. 300 divided by 3, that's an easy one, because 100 times 3 is 300. Same story. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 3 times 10 is 30. It's going to be the same thing twice, and then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So if I add all those together, 100, 200, 10, 24. 224. The same answer we got on the other side. And that's what our math problem is today.